Hey guys, so recently I was on Guild Wars 2, just playing around with my guildmates, chilling, talking a little bit, and I was kind of sharing with my guildmates that I'm at the stage now where I don't really have a video game that I'm like into. Like, yeah, I play Guild Wars, when I get the chance and everything, but it's not a new challenge anymore. So I'm kind of sharing that with them, and I don't even know what to do with myself anymore as far as gaming is concerned. I mean, it's hard out here for a player, For my non-gaming audience out there, the closest feeling I can find to that is if you got into a TV show and let's say you fell in love with this TV show, you binge watch it, in between you're looking forward to the next episode, you're sharing your highs and your lows with this TV show, you're happy, you're sad, you go through the whole spectrum of emotions and you're so close to this TV show, and then bam, it either gets cancelled or after 7 seasons it's done. And deep in your heart that was how it was always meant to be, but for some reason you're just there like,
please don't go. I'll change, I promise. It's whatever it is, I can give it to you. Just don't leave me here.
But you know better. You know that it's time for you to move on. This butterfly is spreading its wings and now it's gone. Bye-bye, butterfly. It's kind of like that, except gaming is a little bit more active, because in gaming you get rewards, you get instant feedback for what you do. Your actions kind of affect your experience with this game directly. So it's kind of like that, but a little bit, at least to me, I think it's a little bit higher than that. Different games will, give you different levels of this, and different games work differently for different people. But the main standout points from this mindset is that as you go through the game, your effort gets rewarded. You beat a level, you get to go to the next level. You beat a boss or whatever, you get better equipment. So you're getting that constant feedback with your effort. So as you put out effort, it gets rewarded, and you want to do that more and more. And as I was having this conversation with my boys and girls on Guild Wars 2, it kind of dawned on me. It was like, I could actually use this mindset in real life. So that's kind of what I want to share a little bit with you guys, and maybe it will work for you TV watchers as well, because I consider myself part of your crew. But whatever it is, I'm just trying to use these things that we use for fun to try to help me to be more productive, and now I'm sharing that little secret with you guys. If it's not a secret, that's cool too, you can share with your friends, I won't be mad. With games, for me, and I'm sure with TV shows too, it always helps me to know why it is that I'm going to be playing a certain game. Sometimes that reason changes, sometimes it's just, to have a little fun, to pass time. Other times it's to be a little bit more competitive, to get X amount of points. Whatever it is, it's always good to know what it is you want to accomplish or what you want to get out of that. So I'm thinking we could do that the same way with anything that we want to achieve. We need to know exactly what it is that we want to achieve. And of course, it's always good to set a timeline for yourself and to plan out your progress that you want to make, to have that path, because it's the same way in video games. You see a path of progression. Now, there are usually more than one paths that you can take, but you always take the path that works best for you, and that's the same thing with whatever goals we have. Try to take a path that works to your strengths and your own advantages, and it's always good to keep that in mind, so you will know exactly where it is you want to go. The next thing is, in video games, even small steps represent progress. And by small steps, I mean, if today I log on and I take 3-4 steps in the right direction, and then I save it and I stop there, then I just made some sort of progress, even if I've only played for 5 minutes. Now, your mileage may vary, from different games, but even small steps in the right direction represent progress. And it's the same thing in real life. If you want to be a good artist, a good YouTuber, you want to take your business to the next level, you want to make more friends, you have to recognize that not every day is going to be big leaps and bounds in terms of steps. Someday it's just going to be logging on and making a little bit of progress, and that's good for that day. Because you know what's worse than making a little bit of progress? Making no progress at all. And I'm not about that life. The next thing too that I mentioned a little bit earlier is reward your effort. Now in video games, they're very good at doing this. You know, you beat a level, you get a reward for the next level, you get better gear or whatever. Same thing in real life. Reward your own effort. If you say, man, today I really put in, 4 or 5 hours of studying or whatever, sometimes it's a half an hour of studying, as long as you made some progress, maybe you've earned, 5 minutes of a break or 10, 15 minutes of a break, whatever, you gotta reward your efforts, because that's how we operate as humans. We like to know that what we did gives us some positive feedback so we can continue doing it. So that's what you want to be doing. Of course, you don't want your rewards to take away any progress that you've made. For example, if you're on a diet and you kind of push hard, don't reward yourself by eating an entire cheesecake. Like, I love cheesecake, trust me, I love cheesecake. But at the same time, you don't want to erase a whole day's worth of progress by giving yourself a reward. And that's kind of it for now. I haven't gone too deep into this yet, but I'm definitely going to start doing this a lot more throughout my life and see how it works, and I'll report back to you guys. And as I come up with more tips and I tweak this little method, I'm going to share it here too, and I'm going to give an update. That's kind of just what came into my mind, sort of, as a gamer. And if you have anything that you can always use to your advantage to make yourself a better person, then I say use it. You never know when you're gonna level up in real life. I'm gonna stop there for now. I don't know if it translates, but I'm a little bit, under the weather. So that's it for now, you guys. I hope I helped you as much as you've helped me. Thank you.